families and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
My name is Emily, and I'm from Laurel County. When I was searching for a college, I wanted to find a place that felt like home and where I could make a difference. The moment I stepped on Alice Lloyd's campus, I knew this was where I belonged. There's a sense of community here and a focus on serving others that you can't find at other colleges. For me, it wasn't just about continuing education. It was about being a part of something bigger. Apply now to find your home at alc.edu.
Hey, it's Kristen from Appalachian Wireless. We're local. We own the network, service the network, and guess what? We know our network. Saving money? We make that easy. Share and save by referring a friend. Switch today and save. Or do you just want to try us out? Try our free eSIM trial today. Deals on new phones with lots of ways to start saving. Your wallet will even thank us later. This isn't a new game for us. It's the long game for us, and we're here to make sure that you stay connected. Visit us in one of our many retail locations or online at AppalachianWireless.com. Because we are you, we're Appalachian Wireless.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Come right to the source and get the region's best basketball coverage. HT24 puts you right in the middle of the action, and it's free to watch on Facebook. Watch the state's most exciting basketball right here with HT24. For over a century, Bank of Heinemann has proudly served Knott County and the surrounding communities. They're your hometown bank, built on trust, service, and a commitment to their neighbors. With online banking, bill pay, and mobile deposit, they blend today's convenience with the personal service you've always known. Visit them on the Hyman Bypass or at the Holly Hills Shopping Center. Bank of Heinemann, where tradition and trust still matter.
This telecast is copyrighted by Hometown 24 for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or retransmission of this game without the express written consent of Hometown 24 is prohibited.
Welcome courtside with Manus Blair and Jim McCauley, David Adams and Brian Johnson on other assignments as we bring you the All-A Boys Championship presented by the Bank of Heinemann. The Breathitt County Bobcats 9-5 on the season with defeats over Owsley County and Hazard, facing Leslie County 7-6, had defeated Buckhorn, Lee County, and Jenkins in the tournament. Jim?
Well, you know, this was a 4-cup of coffee morning for me, Manus. But I was really excited to get to come over here and bring this championship game. And you know, we looked at the brackets initially, and it looked like Leslie County had a great chance. If you play the odds or look at how everything played out to get to the championship game. But I don't know if there's many people here that thought Breathitt County would be in the championship game, Manus.
I think most pundits, including ourselves, would not have thought that. But that just goes to show you don't play the game on paper and you play the game on an 84 or 90-foot floor.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was alluding to. And Breathitt County with a Herculean effort yesterday, anchored by just really, really good defense, a great game plan from start to finish that they stuck with, and were able to come out victorious in a great game against the Hazard Bulldogs. So, you know, the question is now, does Breathitt have Hazard hangover?
Yep.
Leslie County, you know, they've had a relatively easy, they've not been challenged really through the course of the tournament. probably a little fresher. So I'm really anxious to see how this pans out tonight, Manus.
Yeah, you know, Coach Noble plays 10 and 11 players, and, of course, Coach Turner. Yesterday, he played a solid 8, including those freshmen that came off the bench, Fugit and Neese, who
Boy, played huge.
Yeah, and you know, just like I was talking to some people before the basketball game today, and you know, you never know what freshmen are going to do, but you can tell really that they play forward, and I really like that as freshmen. Play without fear. So as we go through the Tim Short Auto Group keys to the game, let's first talk about the away team on the scoreboard, the Breathitt County Bobcats.
Well,
in order to go to Owensboro, what do they need to do?
Well, I think that, you know, it all starts with McGinnis and Collins up top and what they do. Now, not a great shooting night last night for either one of those guys, but they're the straw that stirs their drink. They've been here before, and no matter what happened and Hazard jumped out on an early lead, those two never were fazed by it. And I think that the other kids kind of look for them, and when they see where they're at, they're like, okay, hey, we're all right. So I think, you know, that has to be for them to contain not only leading offensively, but leading with leadership. And I think for them, they're both real steady Eddie out there on the court. So for Breathitt County to have a chance, they've got to continue playing defense, not get caught up in Leslie County's frenetic John Noble offense, just run, and stay within their game plan, which they did really well last night.
Yeah, and you know, Breathitt County, and one thing you cannot fault Peyton Collins on is his confidence, because he has total confidence in himself, and you got to like that. And I know Coach Turner allows him to be who he is, and of course Breathitt County was led by Peyton Collins with 13, but it was spread throughout. Yes, Austin McGinnis did not have that, but just like all the rest of them, they were so scrappy yesterday and got to a lot of the loose balls and did a lot of the good things. But you know, Breathitt County 9-5 on the season, and right now they're one of the people that is opening some eyes.
Oh, definitely
in the 14th region.
You know, had a chance to watch Breathitt County last week against Letcher Central, you know, definitely not the same Breathitt County team that I saw, but this is the time of year where those big advances come, and I think like you said is Collins' confidence kind of drips down to everybody else. And, you know, not everybody on the team has the green light he has. But there were many times last night that they made that extra pass to the younger guys who easily could have just gotten caught up in but they made the shots. They got the loose balls. They got the rebounds, and they played within themselves really well.
Yeah, and you say that, but I think Fugit has a great deal of confidence in his three-pointer. And once again, you got to give credit where credit is due. Coach Turner allowed him to play as a freshman with not being held back.
Yeah.
Let's go to Leslie County, the home team on the scoreboard. What does Leslie County need to do?
Well, you know, first and foremost, you and I talked about on the way down here, where are they going to get their points?
Yeah.
You know, Hoskins, you know, he'll do what he does, but, you know, who else is going to be those complimentary scorers out there? You know, is it going to be, we saw Rajan have a really good, Roja have a really good game off the bench. You've got, you know, Cutter Browning. Got in some early foul trouble against Jenkins. Didn't play a lot, but he's capable of doing it. And we've still yet to see the big man in the middle, Trent Bashir, get going.
And he got in foul trouble.
Yeah, and one thing that Breathitt doesn't have a lot of is size.
Yeah.
And, you know, it really isn't a John Noble thing to come down and run a lot of set offense and work the ball inside. But I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to get the ball to Bashir early.
And I think that's one of the reasons that Coach Noble put Whitehead into the starting lineup is try to get some easy points. And you saw yesterday that he just kept firing it. He was missing it, but if you ask a guy to be the shooter, you can't hold him back. You got to let him to keep on keeping on. And, you know, Leslie County 7-6 on the season, and, you know, they play 10 people. They're trying to wear you down defensively and offensively. They are going to get up and down the floor, and I would imagine before this game's over there will be no dirty areas on that floor because both of these teams are going to clean it up.
And what an opportunity for either team to take home this 14th region All-A crown. So it's out there and ready to happen. In about a minute, we're going to find out.
Well, and the winner of this will play the winner of Pikeville and Martin County, who play Monday night over at the Appalachian Wireless Arena. And that will be next Thursday, or Thursday after, I should say. That will be Thursday at 1 p.m., and I believe that's Eastern Standard Time. So it looks like we're going to have the national anthem, and that was the Tim Short Auto Group keys to the game. And we're going to come back after the national anthem, and we'll have the starting lineups on the Bank of Hyndman All-A Finals right here at the June Buchanan School on the campus of Alice Lloyd College. So stay with us, and we'll have the starting lineups after the commercials.
No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hyndman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management. Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. TVS has made a commitment to bringing you the best channel lineups and most diverse video packages available. We are proud to introduce Broadband TV, our newest and most affordable video package yet. 48 of the most watched channels we offer, some new channels only available with this package, and over 300 of the best free ad-supported channels available, all for only $29.95.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Time out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
Brought to you by Double Quick, Keisha Caldwell Bankruptcy Express, Hometown Pharmacy in Hazard, Mountain Health Alliance, TPBT Bancorp, Primary Care Centers, Kentucky Farm Bureau Whitesburg, and Heidi Hoffensberger Law.
Oh, and we're back. I believe that was Mr. Colby Albright. Wow. I think I got that name right. And, man, if the basketball teams play the way he sung the national anthem, we've got a great game coming.
Man, he rocked it, man.
Welcome back, and I'm sorry I couldn't hold myself there as we came back. And thank you, the Hometown 24 viewers, for tuning in as we will start the lineups. And, of course, first will be the away team, the Breathitt County Bobcats in their blue with white numerals and stripes, coached by Mr. Cameron Turner. And one of the leading candidates right now for 14th Region Coach of the Year, I would do believe. Number 35, sophomore forward, Yeager Burton, averaging 3 points a game. Number 11, junior guard Peyton Collins, averaging 20.5 points a game. Number 24, sophomore guard Aiden Combs, averaging 5.2 points. Number 23, senior center Danny Katayan, 6.8 points, 6.2 rebounds. And number 1, senior guard Austin McGinnis, averaging 15.5 on the season. Now for the home team on the scoreboard, the Leslie County Eagles, 7-6 on the season, coached by Mr. John Noble. His last All-A title, I believe, was in 2022 with the same Breathitt County Bobcats. Leslie County in the white uniforms.
Number 0, Isaiah Beckley.
And I think we have what I had yesterday, and that's 0, sophomore guard Waden Whitehead.
Yeah, and I think you are correct.
Yep.
Number 0, Waden Whitehead.
And they corrected it. I believe Mr. John Newell helped with that down there. Number 4, senior guard Caden Bell, averaging 2.8. Waden Whitehead averaging 6.5. Number 24, senior center Trent Brashear, averaging 8.2 points, 5.9 rebounds. Number 11, senior guard Jesse Hoskins, averaging 12.5. And number 11, senior guard Jesse Hoskins, averaging 12.5. Tonight's officials will be Roger Fairchild, Michael Melton, and Jim Cecil.
Well, we're ready, Manus.
I'm ready to go. I got a little chill on me just then.
Hey, Championship Sunday, it's hard to beat.
We'll see who can handle the pressure early, and both teams are going to have to go through those ups and downs in this game, and to see who's going to be going to the Owensboro Sports Center.
You know, you look at this Breathitt County team and so many different faces from that regional championship team, but, you know, winning begets winning.
Oh, yeah. Yeager Burton will step in going against Cutter Browning, and it's knocked back, and Brashear will retain it for Leslie County.
Looks like Breathitt's going to open up man-to-man.
Looks like Cayeton will, and the solid screens at the high post, trying to get somebody on the backside. Cayeton going up against single coverage against Brashear, kicks it out, but there's going to be a foul call. And that will be on the pass outside, and that will be on Cayeton, and that'll be his first.
You know, we've had different officials calling a lot of these games, and the different levels of physicality will take several minutes for these teams to figure out.
When you say that, Brashear goes through the contact, puts it in for the first bucket for Leslie County.
Well, if Brashear gets going, it's going to be a big motivational factor, and big kudos to Leslie County.
And you saw really quickly as the ball is being thrown into the backcourt, turnover, Breathitt County. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
You know, we talked about Coach Noble and that frenetic pace, and he comes out and runs 30 seconds of offense the first series.
And runs it inside.
Yeah.
Goes inside.
So, you know, what do we know?
Not a whole lot. Whitehead, 3, doesn't go. Nice box out by Combs. He'll advance it up and the dribble down the right-hand side. Whoa, loses control a little bit. You know, got a little sweaty palms right now early in the game until they work through those emotions.
And we saw it in every game, boys and girls this week. That first 2 minutes, teams are really jacked up.
Nice pass, but it's knocked away as Hoskins came down off the weak side and knocked it away. Coach Noble wanting Browning out of that low post area. Hoskins got an avenue off the board, and he puts it in. Good start.
Yeah, nice take by Hoskins as Leslie County steps up to a 4-0 lead.
Open up that side, and he saw the avenue to the goal, and he took it. And he's going to pick up a foul right there, reaching in right in front of official Cecil, and Hoskins will pick up his first foul. Team's first. That is a good matchup there with Hoskins going against Collins. Combs, long three, doesn't go, but there's McGinnis on the boards, and he is fouled.
Yeah, McGinnis, when we watched him last year, really very athletic, good jumping ability, and always, in there in the mix for those rebounds.
79% on the season. Comes up short.
Leslie County got a slight height advantage over top of Breathitt.
Misses both of them, but the offensive rebound comes down to Cayetan. He's got it again, goes up, and he puts it in. And Browning, I think, got the worst of it on the rebound.
Yeah, he caught one to the nose right there.
And Whitehead's going to pick up his second foul. And
blood a-pouring.
Yep. So I think Cayetan put it in.
And now I have to stop the game and clean up the blood on the floor.
Yep.
I think from both players.
Yep. But Cayetan going to the boards actively, got the rebound off the free throw, and then put it back up. And you're exactly right. Both of them's got a towel to each other's nose, and when we get back, it will be Cayetan will go to the free throw line and we'll ask probably as Browning will go outside.
I didn't get to see up close, but he took a good shot there. And when you see Breathitt County that aggressive, it reminds me of, last year Cayetan had to battle those guys in practice every day. And let me tell you, it was no cupcake in the paint last year with Breathitt County.
Well, that's a learning situation when you got Gross and Turry. They used up the biggest majority of the minutes. And, of course, if you battle them in the practice, you either get better or you go home.
Yeah.
So I think they're waiting on it and to clean the floor and everything.
Take a break?
We'll probably go ahead and take a break. And when we come back, hopefully we'll have everything cleaned up. So stay with us. 4-2 Leslie County, 5:46 left in the first quarter. We'll be right back when everything's cleaned up.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And you see some kids that can't and some that do.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
Tucked deep within the rolling hills and ancient ridgelines of the Appalachian Mountains, Eastern Kentucky is a place where heritage runs deep and community runs deeper. Known for its coal mining legacy, bluegrass traditions, and fiercely proud people, this region tells a story of resilience, creativity, and quiet beauty. I'm going to take you along with me as I visit some different counties of Eastern Kentucky and explore what all this amazing region has to offer. Hi, I'm Rebecca McCauley, and this is Bluegrass and Backroads.
And we're back as Mr. Cornett, Mr. Hall, and all the staff of House Lloyd College and June Buchanan's out there cleaning up. And
following that bloodborne pathogen protocol as Cayeton hits the free throw line.
Cayeton misses that one. Saw Coach Sparks leading Browning back and getting a little ice.
Rojan in for.
Rojan quickly in, and Lewis is in for as well. Rojan picks it up. Bell comes and gets it, and Coach Noble makes a call on running it through and goes to one knee, but moves it back up.
Does his best Curly Neal impersonation as he comes back up with the basketball.
You might want to explain who Curly Neal is.
Hey, Bumper Adams knows who Curly Neal is.
Lewis. Bell. Brashear and Cayeton is staying right in the middle of the lane. He's not coming out.
Yeah, very tight defense down in there on Rojan. So what are they trying to do, Manus, when they're bringing Brashear up high like that?
Well, I think they're just trying to open up the middle, try to get some cuts on the weak side. And, they're running some pin-down screens, and there's one for Rojan. He elected not to take it. Brashear does, and he's a knockdown.
I'm going to have to apologize to John Noble on this offensive set. Last night it was willy-nilly pell-mell, and he is really in a controlled offensive set tonight.
Well, he's bringing Brashear out, and if you bring him out and he can go set those screens and open up anybody, a ball handler, or anybody cutting off those as well. Cayeton trying to take Brashear. As we near the 4-minute mark, 6-2, Leslie County, McGinnis long three, and it's off. Rebound goes out of bounds, and it will be Leslie County basketball.
A very methodical pace by both teams offensively early on in this game, just filling each other out a little bit.
Bale will bring it across. Double low stack for Coach Noble. And another, if Cayeton's not, he's always going to be that release person as Hoskins fires it. Bell with the offensive boards turns back. Rojan off 2 feet, puts it in.
And then we saw Rojan last night, really exhibiting some good offensive prowessness there. Breathitt County going to take a timeout, but right now the spacing that Leslie County's running on offense really generating some good looks.
And it's a 30-second timeout, and we'll stay right here. And once again, Rojan showing that scoring ability that, the last 2 or 3 years that I've seen him play, he's usually just a scrapper, rebounder, defensive player, but he's bringing an offensive game, and that can only benefit Coach Noble and Leslie County.
Minus he's long and athletic, good jumping ability, and that time he did a great job, head fake, create space, and go up, use the glass for the easy bucket.
And jumped off both feet. Got his shoulders squared and put it in. And Coach Turner didn't want it to go any further and makes that timeout. And he'll keep his same 5 coming out of the timeout. And, you will see as they go through if they're going to allow Brashear to just kind of free float down here on the offensive end. High post screen from McGinnis. He kicks it to Combs for the 3, and that's going to be off. Rebound, Brashear. Breathitt County cold so far.
Yep.
And it's going to be knocked away by McGinnis. Long throw to him. Nice throw. He goes in and puts it in.
Yeah, good active hands on defense resulted in an easy layup the other way.
And Burton put it right on, put a dime right on him. Once again, double low stack isolation for Brashear. Turns, goes back to his left side, misses it. Rebound, Cayeton.
Yeah, good move by Brashear, and I like that he's actively seeking to be aggressive on the post, just a little too strong.
Collins goes deep, but he is fouled. And that is going to be on...
Yeah, that's on Hoskins, isn't it?
Was that on Hoskins?
I think so.
If it is, that's Hoskins' second. And it must be because Mitchell's going to come off the bench. Combs comes out for the Bobcats, and in came number 15, the freshman Caleb Neese, who had a really good floor game all the way around yesterday. Double staggered screen. Collins misses it, rebound, and it's going to be a foul. And that foul is going to be on Bell. And that's going to be 5 team fouls, so that's going to be 2 shots. I'm not sure who they picked, and it's going to be Burton. Burton 0 for 4 from the free throw line so far this year. And that's his first free throw of the year. That's hard to believe at 14 games in.
That's correct.
As much as he gets in there and scraps. Sophomore forward for Coach Turner. Makes both of them. Breathitt County 2-2-1.
You know, without Hoskins in there, a little bit limited on ball handling for Leslie County.
Bell's got to do the majority of it. They fall back in, and they went to, are they still in that zone? I think they're coming over to help his niece. Kicker to Mitchell. He's got to go opposite. Didn't see anyone. Rojum isolated against Burton. Lewis, it rose and it
nice
goes
move.
in.
Almost got away with a little hook and hold right there on the spin, but made a nice left-handed move to the basket.
Coach Turner wanted that hook. Lewis in the scorer's column. 5 Eagles in the scoring column. Straight in, off the board. Nice play by McGinnis, and he must have heard your pregame on not scoring. He's got 4.
Yeah, McGinnis, he's very wiry and seems to be able to knife in there and get a good look at the basket when he wants it.
Flex set for the Eagles. Got to watch that pin down. Rojum comes and rescues Lewis, and then a new recall. And we've got a hook and a hold.
So they're going to call a double foul right here, if I'm not mistaken.
And a little bit of chastising both of them. And it's going to be Bell. That's going to be his second. And that's going to be on Burton, his first. And it will resume with, as number 20 will come in for Breathitt County.
You know, both players jockeying for position in there and just getting tied up. A little aggressive with their arms, trying to seal each other. And the good Dr. Michael Melton quickly cleans it up, clarifies to both players, and calls a double foul. We'll start right back over.
I don't have a number 20, but I believe that is Fugit. And he's going to call steps. 10-8, 47.5. Thank you for joining us. Shout out to Ryan Farmer, Earl Stevens, David Ritchie, Tim Eldridge tuning in. Big crowd here at the Purry Athletic Center on the campus of Alice Lloyd College. June Buchanan School, the host for the All-A.
Some really physical screens taking place for both teams right now.
Long 3 doesn't go. Fight for the rebound, and that's once again McGinnis knocks it. Cayetan long 3. Probably not what Coach Turner was wanting. Lewis bringing it up the right side. Goes in to Brashear. Turns left hand again. No, it doesn't go. 7 seconds. Hesitation dribble, and he's going to be fouled, and he will go to the line. Collins with a left-hand hesitation to get open. And that foul was on number 30. And that's, of course, that is Lewis. Collins will go to the line where he is a 80% free throw shooter.
Had the chance to tie it up going into the first quarter. Been a very interesting quarter.
A little bit different than what I thought maybe, but...
Well, you know, it is funny. Breathitt was so methodical last night against Hazard, and they were the first to deploy a little full-court press tonight. Leslie very fast-paced against Jenkins, and they've slowed down and been very methodical.
Napier launches it, and that's going to end the first quarter, and we have probably not done a whole lot, 10-10. So we'll be right back with the second quarter. Stay with us on Hometown 24.
New year, new tech. Start 2026 connected with the latest devices from Appalachian Wireless. Upgrade to the powerful new iPhone 17 or the sleek iPhone 17 Air. Get more done with iPad A16 or stay connected with Apple Watch Series 11 or Ultra 3. And for the kiddos, the Explorer X6 Play, the smartwatch made just for kids. New year, new devices, and the service you trust. Right here at Appalachian Wireless. Visit us today at one of our many retail locations or online at AppalachianWireless.com. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
If you're looking for a convenient pharmacy location with a friendly, caring staff, look no further than Hindman Pharmacy, located inside the new Hindman Primary Care Center. Our pharmacy is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 6:30, but always stays open until the last patient is seen. Whether you need to pick up your refills in our drive-thru, need a flavored medicine for your little ones, or something to feel better after a visit to the clinic, the Hindman Pharmacy inside Primary Care has got you covered. Located at 425 Hindman Bypass. Call the Hindman Pharmacy at 785-0513.
Welcome back to the Prairie Athletic Center, the home of the Alice Lloyd College Eagles and the June Buchanan School. 10-10, and I said we hadn't done a whole lot yet, but really we have, because Leslie County has 3 players with 2 fouls. Bale, Hoskins, and Whitehead. All 3 have 2 fouls, and Browning is out, and he's back on the bench, and I'm glad to see that. So I probably won't be long. You'll be seeing Browning hit the floor here when he gets settled down.
Yeah, that's, with those 3 players with 2 fouls, those are 3 major parts of Leslie County's offense.
And that's going to be
that's his second
foul on Lewis. And you're exactly right. Failed to mention that Jude Napier, he launched the shot at the end of the first quarter. The 8th graders in for Coach Noble. A little bit of contact there. Someone hit the floor. Burton turns, faces him, puts it down.
Yeah, that's, Burton really doesn't look for his shot a whole lot, but right there, a great example. He got a defender on his hip.
Well, he's averaging 3, and he's got 4 already, so...
Yeah. That's all gravy from here.
Nice screen on the baseline up, and it's blocked by Burton. Nice shuffle cut with the screen, but able to get to it. Long 3 is good, and that is Fugit. And quickly, Coach Noble calls a 30-second timeout. We'll stay here. Breathitt County extends out to a 15-10 lead with a quick 5-0 run to begin the second quarter.
Yeah, that time, when we've got a lot of subs in there too, it takes them a second to get in the groove defensively, because Leslie had been really, really focused on running those kids off the 3-point line, and that time quickly leaving Fugit, who had no hesitation, catch and shoot. Good-looking shot from him over there on the wing.
And like I said, we were mentioning about Collins with confidence, but that young man, if he's open, he's going to shoot it.
Kind of remind me a little bit of Joe Honeycutt over there when he was in there.
I did a double take.
Yeah.
And, Fugit comes off the bench, but he averages 8.7 points. So coming off the bench for Coach Turner, instant offense. Hoskins back in, but it's stolen. No, he stepped on the sideline. We could clearly see it from right here.
Yeah.
Official Fairchild right on it. You see that Coach Noble went back to Whitehead and Hoskins after the timeout, and Bale. Got to be careful on the overguarding with those 2 fouls. Knocked away by Collins as Hoskins tried to get into the lane.
Yeah, and Collins, quick hands. I mean, and he almost had to steal him in to go. Very quick. Good defender.
Long 3, Hoskins, good.
And we saw Hoskins do that early against Jenkins. Got a really good range, and if he has time to square up, excellent shooter.
Got to run him off the 3-point line.
Yep.
And Burton is going to be called for steps. And it will go back as the momentum kind of shifts back to Leslie County as we expected. Highs and lows is going to take part anytime in a final game. So you just got to stay as even-keeled as you possibly can.
Yeah, both coaches have used really good timeouts to right their teams.
And we've got a jump ball as Fugit getting right in there and trying to take it away from Rogem.
You know, that's something we noticed about a lot of these young players from Breathitt County last night. Not a whole lot of back down again in them. They really want to get in there and stick their nose in and get after it.
Trying to find room in there for Brashear.
Yeah, and he's posted a little high, Manus.
Cayeton no longer on him. Burton, who gives up a pretty good amount of size.
That's what I'm saying. You know, if he can work him down.
And he got a little leverage there. Turns left hand, doesn't go. McGinnis goes in there, and he is fouled.
That's frustration.
Yep. He's made some really good moves to his offhand. He's just not been able to convert it.
Now, that's 3 that he's had get away from him down there, and just a little frustrated with the push at the end of the play.
Yep. His first foul.
Great spacing by the Bobcats right here. Really got the floor spread out.
Leslie County, due to that foul trouble, has gone to a 2-3. Got to find the shooters. McGinnis goes into the lane, knocked away, and if that's Whitehead, that's going to be his third, and I believe it is.
And early.
Nope. Excuse me, that's Rogem, and that's going to be his first.
Yeah, good break for the Eagles right there.
Pinned down screen, but Burton coming out. Collins way downtown, doesn't go. Rebound, Whitehead. Whitehead pulls up, 3, comes up short. Long rebound's going to come to Hoskins. Back tilt by Burton. Got a 3 against 3. Spin up, and there's going to be a foul call, and it's going to be an offensive foul, and that's going to be on Neese. As he turned and spun, hit the defender. Defender went down.
Yeah, a little out of control on that spin move.
And sometimes veteran officials, that's how you call it when you have nowhere to go. And that's going to be foul out front, and that foul's on Neese, and quickly he picks up his second. Trey Howard will come in for the Eagles, along with Cayeton and Combs, as Burton and Neese, who picked up that second foul, will go out. 5:02, 15-13, Breathitt County. All-A final, looking to go to Owensboro, Kentucky in the Sports Center. Once again, Cayeton will not come out, and that's what you've got to do right there. Brashear's got to set those screens to open up the ball handler. No hedging when you can't get to it, and it's going to be a good one, and Collins will pick up the foul. Hoskins with his 7th point, going for his 8th, 58% on the free throw line. That's twice he's had that avenue, and he's took it straight to the go. And that one's off, and we've got a foul.
A lot of fouls called early in this game. Both teams very aggressive.
And that's going to be Brashear's second foul. And Coach Noble looks down at his staff and says, is that 2?
Yeah. It's a 2 on everybody.
Glad he plays 10 people is probably what he's saying. And you know that's why you play a lot of people. You got to get them. You got to get them accustomed to playing if you get in foul trouble. Collins, long 3, good.
Oh my goodness!
I thought he called it good.
Yeah, it went way down and came back out.
Brashear with an outlet, 1 against 3, and Hoskins smartly holds up, hesitation dribble, goes up and misses it.
Hoskins really doing a good job penetrating the Breathitt County defense.
And the foul is going to be on Cayeton, and that's going to be his second. So a little foul trouble starting to come Breathitt County's way now. Hoskins will go back to the line where he missed one just a second ago. Makes his first.
Leslie County regains the lead for the first time in the second quarter.
Breathitt County going out that 5-0 quick one. Now it's 6-0. Leslie County rebound is fought for. Did a toe dance, Dick Combs, to get to that one. McGinnis, no one picks him up. Fugit, long three, doesn't go. And there's Brashear to get the rebound. That's going to be on McGinnis, and that's his first. And I think that's team foul number 4 as they were walking to shoot free throws. Both teams, nope, I believe it is 5, and that will be 2 shots.
Yeah, both teams will be shooting 2 from here on out.
Yep, we've got 4 minutes and 1 second to shoot free throws, and right now it's a little bit faster whistle than what we've been accustomed to.
And it's tough for the players to get used to that.
And, you know, you've got to, coaches, players, and even the fans got to identify when the fouls are being called. You've got to be a little bit less handsy.
And, you know, Manus, this by the start of the fourth quarter may be a game of attrition if the fouls continue to mount in this way.
Brashear knocks that one down. 52% on the season, has 5 points.
Brashear definitely playing more aggressive than the last couple of games we've watched him play, and he needs to.
Second one up, and it's good as well. And sometimes coaching staffs challenge your manhood sometimes when you don't play as well as you need to. Collins spin going against Howard. Switching off on the screens anytime out of that 2-3 that they've extended out. And you can see them communicating on the baseline anytime there is a cutter.
Yeah, I was going to say, get McGinnis in that high post and let him work a little bit.
Collins goes up, and he lost control of it. That's going to be a turnover on Breathitt County. Leslie County on that 8-0 run and see if they can extend the lead and continue that run. Hoskins once again goes in, takes through the contact and puts it in.
Really aggressively attacking the basket and being very successful.
Got double figures with 10.
Yeah, that's going to be Bell.
Yeah, that's Bell, I believe, and that's going to be Bell's 3rd foul. And Jude Napier will get up off the bench probably to take him.
Jude really played well against Jenkins, hitting the little jumpers.
Collins rose and it goes in. He's got 3 out of 3 so far from the line as Burton will come in for Combs. And like we said, Napier will take out Bell, who just picked up that 3rd foul. Collins going to the line once again, and he's 4 for 4. Nearing the 3-minute mark, 20-17. That stops that run for Leslie County.
Breathitt County still in the man-to-man.
Flex cut once again, and Cayetan will kind of stay in the middle against that. But what that does is there's that screen up, and it's blocked by Cayetan.
Yeah, Hoskins he's been relentless when he gets the ball on that left side. He's really doing a great job getting to the rim.
Being very offensive-minded. Nice pump fake 3, good.
Oh, and it barely touched the net. He's feeling it right now.
Give him 11 in this second quarter alone, 13 on the game. The senior has come ready to play. Long 3, Collins misses it, rebound Fugit. He brings it down, and he's going to be fouled by Brashear, and that's going to be Brashear's 3rd foul.
So point guard and their center both with 3 right now, and Leslie County back to that bench again.
Fugit going to the line, 4 of 8 from the free throw line this year. Coach Noble not liking all the foul calls. Lewis will come in for Brashear. 2:19 to go before halftime. We'll have the Double Quick halftime show. We'll see if we can grab a guest or two. Fugit with the miss. McGinnis getting up on Hoskins, trying to cut him off. Hesitation off the board, puts it in.
It's all Hoskins right now. He's putting on a show. You know, I'm anxious to see Breathitt County going to have to go to a zone to try to stop that dicing and slicing in there.
Hoskins got to be careful still with those 2 fouls. Fugit, long 3, that's bottom.
Yeah, he doesn't care to shoot it.
Got 7.
He's got a very nice release.
And a quick, fluid. He's a 3-point artist, you can tell. You don't have to jump on that.
No, he reminds me so much of Joe Honeycutt shooting that shot.
He does. Hoskins once again goes in.
Oh, my goodness.
Who can stop him?
Nobody right now.
I'm sure Coach Turner is saying, you've got to stop him. And he looked up at Burton and said, you got to come off and help.
And, you know, the thing being, Manus, when they call it this tight, it's really hard to get physical and cut him off.
Yeah. And you got to move your feet and you got to get guarding position. And once again, it's
that's Rojan picking it up.
Rojan will pick up his second foul, and that will send. And Coach Noble says, son, you can't go out there with both hands and grab a hold of him or touch him. Collins will go back to the line once again, 4 of 4 so far, make that 5 of 5.
Right now, free throws keeping Breathitt County in the game.
Neese back into the game as Cayetan goes out. You're right.
That and the 3-point shooting of Fugit.
13th free throw of the first half, and it goes. They've been able to make, and Collins made 6 of them, so they're 9 of 13. Under a minute, and Napier, the 8th grader, dribbling the basketball. Nice crossover. Goes into the lane with a floater, misses it. Comes off the shoulder and knocked away, and back to Neese. Gives it up to Collins.
Huggins.
Nobody gets him. Oh,
man, he's had a lot of shots go in and out.
Neese, and it goes in. 27-25, Leslie County. Will they go for one?
Hoskins, they're not giving him room to breathe as he finally gets the ball right here.
It's been the Hoskins show so far. Goes into the lane once again, up, and he is fouled. Right now they have no answer.
No. I mean, he's caught lightning in a bottle here in the second quarter. Just can't do anything wrong.
He's going to have 2, 1 of 3 so far from the free throw line.
Well, if there's any bugaboo,
well.
yeah, that's right, Manus.
That's the only thing he hasn't done well tonight. Mitchell will come in for Napier, and I think you've got Hensley. It's going to come in probably for the shooter if it's made. Trying to keep Hoskins from picking up that 3rd foul. He's got to make it, and he does. They didn't blow the horn. Did not let him in.
Yeah, Fairchild's. No, it's a timeout.
Timeout. Luckily. And that's going to be a full timeout, and we'll just stay right here. 28-25. Coach Turner with the timeout, and you got to understand something. There's a reason there's an X down on the floor. When you check into the basketball game, you must come to the X. That's right in front of the official scorekeeper. And a lot will go to their scorekeeper and tap and sit down, and then the timekeeper and the scorekeeper cannot see you.
Yeah, you got to follow protocol.
And that's what it says, the X right down there. So you all can't see it because our cameras are on this side, but there is an X in every gym for that particular purpose. Thought I'd bring that out.
And you know what, Manus? I didn't know that. So I am, as usual, enlightened by my partner, Manus Blair.
Well, I've got a lot of useless knowledge sometimes.
So that's not useless, my friend.
Not in basketball, it isn't, because I've seen it happen in the state tournament before. 28-25, Coach Turner with a timeout to draw something up right here. And we look like Mitchell is going to be playing man-to-man on Collins, and everybody else is in a box. Screen for McGinnis, 4 seconds. 3. Fugit, long 3, good! And we have a tie score.
Man.
Third 3 for Fugit, and that makes it 28-28 leading into halftime. We've got a dandy, and when we come back, we'll have the Double Quick halftime show. So stay with us on Hometown 24.
My name is Isabella, and I am from Madison County, Kentucky. Instead of choosing a larger university, I chose to attend Alice Lloyd College because I wanted a more personal college experience. The small class sizes provide a close relationship between students and professor that isn't possible at any other university. ALC is more than a place to learn, it is a place to grow, serve, and lead. Learn more at alc.edu.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, Little Flower Clinic, Quantum Healthcare, and East Kentucky Chiropractic, offering medical, dental, pediatrics, chiropractic, behavioral health, women's health, rheumatology, mat program, x-ray, and transportation. Little Flower Clinic Rheumatology, Dr. Travis Sizemore and Brianna Cornitz, treating autoimmune disorders such as lupus and rheumatoid arthritis, and more. 487-9505. Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, your medical home in the mountains.
Hi, my name is Heidi Hoffensperger from Hoffensperger Law Office.
Debt can feel overwhelming. The calls, the letters, the constant pressure, it's hard to see a way forward. You're not alone. The law office of Heidi Hoffensperger has helped countless people through their bankruptcy, giving them a fresh start and a chance to rebuild. Bankruptcy isn't the end.
The legal world can be a very, very difficult and complicated world, and I don't want that for my clients.
Call today and let Heidi help you with this new beginning. Hometown Pharmacy of Hazard is here to meet all your prescription and healthcare needs. Pharmacist Darren Smith and the experienced staff provide fast, reliable service with the professionalism you expect. With friendly service and a commitment to quality care, Hometown Pharmacy is proud to serve the Hazard community every day. Ask about their new app. Hometown Pharmacy of Hazard, quality care, professional service right here in your community. TVS Mobile is here. Mobile service from the broadband provider you already know and trust. Powered by the nation's most reliable network. TVS is your #1 choice when you need to stay connected. With mobile plans to suit any budget and any situation, and phones from your most trusted brands. Go to tgtvsmobile.com today and see how TVS can keep you connected. The choice is yours. The time is now. TVS Mobile.
For more than a century, we have stood by the people of Hazard and Eastern Kentucky. Now we begin a new chapter with a new name. People's Bank and Trust Company is now PBT Bancorp. Our look may be new, but what matters stays the same. The same local faces, the same personal service, the same commitment to your goals. PBT Bancorp is here to help you grow, plan, and build for the future. PBT Bancorp, preparing for a better tomorrow.
When financial challenges threaten your future, you need clear guidance and proven solutions. Call Keisha Caldwell Feltner, Bankruptcy Express. Trusted legal experience to help you take control. From stopping creditor actions to protecting your assets. Keisha and her staff deliver efficient, reliable representation focused on results. With flexible payment options, getting the help you need is more accessible than ever. Keisha Caldwell Feltner, Bankruptcy Express. Professional service, practical solutions. The fresh start you deserve.
Here at Klutz Auto Sales in Hazard, Kentucky,
we specialize in used vehicles, and we work with all types of credit. We're with you before and after the sale.
We stand behind every car we sell, ensuring that you drive away with confidence. We want you to be totally comfortable with your purchase because at Klutz Auto, you're the priority.
We've been your trusted dealer for 47 years. Visit us at Klutz Auto Sales across from Walmart on Highway 80. Call us at 606-439-5065.
In Kentucky, we understand what matters: family, friends, community. But sometimes we hurt. At Mountain Comprehensive Care Center, we believe in hope, and Mountain's behavioral health professionals want to be there for you every step of the way. Together, we can overcome the challenges of depression, PTSD, addiction, and so much more. With behavioral health centers throughout Kentucky, your story of recovery begins at Mountain Comprehensive Care Center.
Introducing WTVE TV Everywhere from TVS, the new way to watch your favorite shows, live channels, and on-demand content wherever you go. On your phone, your tablet, or your laptop, whether you're at home, on the road, or maybe somewhere you might not want to be. And the best news, TV Everywhere is already part of every TVS video plan. Sign up today for TVS and get access to your favorite content, including live college sports everywhere. Visit tvscable.com or call 606-785-3450.
Welcome back to the Double Quick halftime show. Big shot by Jordan Fugit, 28-28. My.
3 threes. He had 3 or 4 there in the third quarter.
3 in the second quarter with a extra free throw. 10 points in that second quarter from him. And, it's just been a back and forth affair. And, one will get a little bit of a run. The other one will come back. And then now, it was 10-10 after the first quarter, and it's 28-28.
Oh, very, very entertaining game.
And, it's been a rough affair. There's been 22 total fouls called in the first half, and I'm sure that's a part of both coaches in the locker room saying, guys, you can't come out there with 2 hands and put your hands on someone. You've got to actually guard people, and if you try to block a shot, you better have position. You have the principles of verticality have to come into vogue, else you're going to pick up a foul.
Yeah, both teams, saddled with, I guess you would say, not significant. Well, who all has 3 fouls, man? I'll let you go over the points real quick and the scoring.
Okay, let's go first for the away team, the Breathitt County Bobcats, and McGinnis has 4, Austin, with 4 early points to get Breathitt County going. Peyton Collins has 6, but no field goals, but he's been to the free throw line 6 of 6. Jerome Fugit has those 10 points we were talking about. Neese has 2. Cayetan has 2. Combs has failed to score. Burton with 4. First quarter, of course, 10. Second quarter, 18 for the total of 28. Caleb Neese has 2 fouls. Cayetan has 2 fouls. And Burton has 2 fouls for the Bobcats. For Leslie County, Cutter Browning, who went out early, did not come back in the second quarter and has failed to score. Rojam, and they really need him if he can play. Rojam with 2. Caden Bell, who picked up those 3 fouls, did not score in the first half. Rojam with 2 fouls. Jesse Hoskins with 2 and 18 points at halftime. It's been the Hoskins show. Mitchell played, did not score. Hensley played, did not score. Napier played, did not score. Howard played, did not score. Tripp Brashear picked up 3 fouls in the first half. He has 6. Lewis picked up 2. He has 2 points. Whitehead picked up 2 really early and has failed to score. First quarter, they had 10. Second quarter, they had 18 for their total of 28 points. So 28-28. Leslie County yet to come out on the floor with 1 minute and 22 seconds to go in halftime. And want to give another shout out to Coach Howard and the Hazard Lady Bulldogs.
Yeah, they really 2 dominating performances that we watched them play. Right now, they're playing as good a ball as anybody anywhere. Really. And And the thing we've talked about with the Lady Bulldogs, and, we kind of toot their horn a little bit, but so many scoring options.
Yeah, and you got anytime you got to have three in any kind of form of basketball. You can't solely go by one person. Once again, Hazard will play 5 p.m. on Wednesday at the Owensboro Sports Center, and the 11th Region Tournament will just start on Monday for the girls. They only have 6 teams in the 11th Region, and we've said numerous times that the favorite to win that would be Lexington Christian, but just like all favorites, some fall. So with the second half beginning to go, let's talk a little bit what each team needs to do.
Well, I'm very anxious to see if Breathitt County stays in that man defense or if they start back the zone, because Hoskins and he may cool off at the half. You've seen that happen so many times. But, he hit a couple of threes, but I'd much rather him shooting that three-point shot than that knife into the basket, because he's not only is he scoring, but he adds to that foul trouble of Breathitt County when he goes in there.
And, he's made 33 pointers on the season, so he's utilized that pump fake real well, too, once he's made those threes. And then Breathitt County on the return side, how long do you keep Fugit from coming in the basketball game with his hot hand there in the second quarter? And Leslie County comes out quickly with that 2-1-2 to kind of protect themselves from foul trouble early, as Whitehead, he hadn't played hardly any. And there's going to be, I thought it was a steal.
Hoskins about picked it off right there.
Want to thank my good buddy Troy Lee Thomas down in Ashland for tuning in. On the coaching staff of Coach Ryan Bunner and the Ashland Tomcats. Steal by Rogem, and not so sure that Breathitt County a little bit confused going against that 2-1-2. Nobody's got bail. He rises up for the three and doesn't hit it. Long rebound comes down, and he stepped on the line as Brashear went out to get the offensive rebound.
Yeah, good hustle by Brashear, but just ran out of space right there.
Breathitt County basketball.
Boy, how critical this first 3 minutes, Manus.
Yeah, and I think going into the zones is going to slow the game down somewhat. Flare screen to Collins, but Whitehead able to get over the screen by Combs. McGinnis goes to the baseline. Got to reverse that thing, and they do. Got to make that zone go side to side at least once or twice, then get inside those gaps. Collins, there's the nice screen, but Combs blocked by Brashear and out of bounds.
Yeah, you can tell right now the pace of the game slowed quite a bit as Breathitt County keeps feeling their way around to find a hole in that zone.
Comes in to Combs. Collins thought about it. Pump fake into the lane. Gives it up to McGinnis. And the old saying goes, when you make a skip pass and you're on the opposite side, you got to present your hands and your numbers to it. McGinnis goes up, tipped. And Burton does a nice job tipping it back, but then Brashear takes it. Rogem into the lane, splits, has nowhere to go, and that's going to be a walk. And Coach Noble says you got to let it happen.
Yeah, Canton very physical in there, very hard-nosed player.
And Coach Turner quickly says, give me a 30-second timeout. And
just trying to find a way to attack that zone.
Yeah, and I've seen, and we look from up here, and we've got a very good vantage point from up here on the running track. When that ball goes all the way across and you're over here on the opposite side wing, you got to follow the ball. Even if you're the one making the pass, you can follow in, but you have to worry about court balance.
Yes.
Because if it's stolen, you got to have someone dedicated to watch back.
And, and like I said, Fugit's still on the bench, but, Fugit changes the way they run that zone when he's in there. I mean, you've got to identify, you've got an extra shooter on the floor, which is going to create more spacing.
And I think it won't be long if they're not able to get something here that you will see him in the game, because that puts added pressure on that zone defense. Let's see what they've got going on here. Trying to probably overload one side.
Yeah, you can see that when they pull Canton up top.
Collins into the lane, forces a little bit, but When you're Collins, you can make it.
Well, he's got such good height on his jump shot, too. He can get up there.
And he shoots it up here. Give him 8. And now we see that Coach Turner has gone to a box and 1 against Hoskins. Let's see what Coach Noble comes up with. And anytime that happens, you got to set some screens for him. And that's going to be a throwaway. And Burton goes straight in, gives it up to McGinnis, puts it in.
Yeah, good pass by Burton right there. Kind of got himself a little too deep and, hit the trailer for the easy bucket. And 4-point lead, a little run here by Breathitt County. Let's see if Leslie County can answer.
4 quick points after the timeout by Coach Turner. Bale picks up his dribble. You can see the emphasis real quickly. You better know where he's at. Nice skip pass. Gives it to Rogem. Rogem's got a clear part. He goes up and puts it in.
Yeah, great move by Ray. And I like that. He had the open 3, but the lane was open for 3 steps closer, and he take it and converted the 2 points.
Long 3, Collins. A little bit on the heat check there. Rogem with the rebound, and that's what Rogem does well.
Yeah, Rogem's played really well this evening.
He is energy personified. He always plays hard. Sound like David Adams, didn't it?
Yes.
Goes straight in. You saw his numbers. He turns, goes back to his left off the board, and he missed.
Yeah, Roger just so physical and strong, kind of keeping Brashear from getting into the basket. He's having to shoot everything fading away.
Combs into the lane, gives it up to Burton. Nice kick out. McGinnis 3. Good.
Great offensive set by Breathitt County right there.
And just like that, Breathitt County goes out to a 5-point lead. And then Coach Noble says, give me a timeout, and we'll take a timeout too on Hometown 24.
There are buttons to button, snacks to prepare, math problems to help with, and boo-boos to kiss. If you have people who need you, you need life insurance. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about a policy that protects the ones you love. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Welcome back to the campus of Alice Lloyd College. The All-A Finals Boys Championship presented by the Bank of Hindman. Timeout by Coach Noble, 35-30, Breathitt County. And after the timeout by Coach Turner, it kind of flipped it. Now, what does Coach Noble do to try to flip that back into their favor?
Well, the first thing I want to say is both coaches did such an excellent job tonight of countering what the other team's done. We've seen this several times. Team makes a 5-point run, timeout, adjustments made, and it's kind of flip-flopped. So, look for Coach Noble to try to figure some way to get a few more screens involved to try to get Hoskins open.
He's saying run it to the left side. See the overload going straight into Brashear, and he misses it. And Coach Noble says, that's all I can do is get it to him. Burton baseline. It lost it, but McGinnis comes up with it. Collins into the lane, and he's bumped, and that's going to be a foul on Whitehead. That will be his 3rd. Whitehead not gotten into the rhythm of the game at all tonight, and they need his 3-point shooting. Goes in. Bell lucky to not pick that one up, and he is fouled. Cayetan, and that's going to be on Brashear, and that's going to be his 4th. And that will send Cayetan to the line where he is 0 for 1 so far. The left-hander. Senior for Coach Turner, and he knocks down the first.
Breathitt County extending that lead out to 6 now.
And now they're going small as Napier will come in for Brashear.
Yeah, essentially playing a 5-guard look right here.
And the second one goes down as well. Extends that lead to 7, the biggest lead for Breathitt County on the afternoon.
And how does I say that's a way to shoot, but I mean.
And Napier gets the offensive rebound
Napier
and the
just
putback.
sneaks in, and we talked about, rebounding out of that zone several times this week, and, that's a case in point. Nobody got a body on Napier.
But, you know, Jim, if it's the first possession, the first touch, you should be pointing to who's got who initially. That's why you try to work the basketball against the zone for that purpose. But Napier was able to get in there and get the putback. And McGinnis is going to be called for steps. Turnover, Breathitt County.
Leslie got a chance to claw back in, trailing by 5, 2:43 left in the third quarter.
So they're going to overload the side, bringing it to the left side. And then you see the screener that Lewis intercepted the pass for from Hoskins. And he is going to be fouled. And that's Combs. And that's Combs' first.
Yeah, Hoskins, he gets the ball, he makes something happen.
Whitehead with a three. He's looked good on both of them. It's just come up short.
Yeah, his shot looks great, very uncontested.
Goes in, McGinnis, and off the board, puts it in. McGinnis was 7 here in the third quarter, 11 for the game as he's turned on. Napier turns, faces, misses it, rebound by Hoskins and put it up. And I know what Coach Turner's going to say. I put you on him. You should not allow him to get an offensive rebound. I don't mean to put words in Coach Turner's
Yeah, but I would
mouth,
imagine that's very, as he says the same thing as he comes
he's just
over
now
here.
talking to him. Hoskins to the line. First one is good. First point in the third quarter is Combs really, and Coach Turner has kind of cut his water off, I guess the old saying goes. He misses the second one, fought forward. Burton goes to the floor. And man, we got us a scrum going. And Bell did not have guarding position. If the guy is back, you've got to give him 2 steps.
Yeah, I got you.
And if he turns and you're there, you're in his, what they call the bubble. So Bell's going to pick up his 4th. And Coach Noble's going to call a timeout, and it's going to be a full timeout, and we'll take a timeout too on Hometown 24.
This is News 12.
Since 1985, Hometown 24 has been serving this community with local programming produced by local people.
Hornets want to air it out. He's got a man out here. Linden caught it to 45.
Using the latest video technology to bring you the news, sports, and local events that matter to you.
First on your Hometown News tonight.
I'm Harold Mullins, and thanks for joining us.
40 years is a long time in Eastern Kentucky. Here's to 40 more.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
And we're back here at 39-33 after the timeout. 1:52 to go in the third quarter. You see that Fugit has come in for Breathitt County, and they got to identify where he is at, which extends it. And you see the overload over there as they had Burton coming across, and Collins
that's a
says,
deep shot.
Hoskins with a rebound, and he turns, and there is a foul on Combs. And Combs will come out, and Neese will come in for Breathitt County. Browning, for the first time in a while, has come in for Leslie County. Napier turns, shoots it, and it's going to be long. Probably not what the doctor ordered.
No, like we've said several times, you get that shot anytime.
And McGinnis says, I'll do the same. Burton with a rebound, gets his own rebound, brings it down, and it's stolen. Hoskins with it on the left side, going against 3 Bobcats, and he's going to lose it out of bounds.
And he did a great hesitation dribble to open the lane up, but just dribbled it off his knee.
Both teams right now need to show a little bit of patience on the offensive end.
Yeah, I agree with you, Manus.
As we near that 1 minute mark. McGinnis gives it to Burt Collins. Fugit thought about it for just a second. Napier closed out pretty quickly. Collins, it's deflected, comes to Lewis, got Hoskins behind him, and he misses it. Rebound comes down to Whitehead, missed the bunny. Napier gives it up to Lewis.
No reason to hurry.
And that's going to be, he dropped his shoulder, and that's going to be a foul. And Coach Noble does not like the call. And that's going to be 3 on Lewis. Howard will come in for Napier, and 34 seconds to go, and I was kind of giggling a little bit. I'm sorry out there.
Well, we always enjoy seeing how the coaches disagree with the officials. Always very interesting.
And these 3 guys do a very good job of communicating their calls to the benches on both sides.
Leicester County really getting after it on man, but they're going to call a little bump foul right here.
Browning bumped him as Burton made the drive on the baseline. And Browning's first, and that's the 5th team foul on Leslie County. Burton will go to the line where he is 2 for 2. 4 points on the night for the sophomore. That one doesn't go. And Cayetan will come in for the shooter if Burton makes it. And it goes.
They called a foul there on, I missed it, away from the ball.
It's called out for the sub.
Okay.
No foul. As Browning went sprawling on the baseline, on the sideline over there. Gives it up to Hoskins, loses control, 3 seconds. 2, he gets it off, it will go. It went!
Wow, what a shot as he drains one
boost
for half court.
So Peyton Collins, he's got range from 50 feet. So that extends it to 43-33 Breathitt County, and we'll be back for the 4th and deciding quarter. Stay with us on Hometown 24.
My name is Emily, and I'm from Laurel County. When I was searching for a college, I wanted to find a place that felt like home and where I could make a difference. The moment I stepped on Alice Lloyd's campus, I knew this was where I belonged. There's a sense of community here and a focus on serving others that you can't find at other colleges. For me, it wasn't just about continuing education. It was about being a part of something bigger. Apply now to find your home at alc.edu.
Hey, it's Kristen from Appalachian Wireless. We're local. We own the network, service the network, and guess what? We know our network. Saving money? We make that easy. Share and save by referring a friend. Switch today and save. Or do you just want to try us out? Try our free eSIM trial today. Deals on new phones with lots of ways to start saving. Your wallet will even thank us later. This isn't a new game for us. It's the long game for us, and we're here to make sure that you stay connected. Visit us in one of our many retail locations or online at AppalachianWireless.com. Because we are you, we're Appalachian Wireless.
You didn't see my fist pump on that, did you? Yeah. Hey. Oh, and we're back, 43-33. Sorry.
Hey, we get excited. You see any kid for any team make a shot like he just made, it really fires us up. We love to see these kids excel.
Yep. Not that we pull for any of them.
No,
we
not
pull
at all.
for all of them. So 43-33 as we go back to action. Coach Noble got to find something in these first 2 or 3 minutes. We talk about it all the time. And, they've kind of shut Hoskins off. They're trying to set a double screen for him. He goes into the lane, cannot find his way, and it's going to be a turnover. Fugit pump fake, gets him off, and got away with a walk, but he throws it away to Howard. Went up in the air, and the only thing can happen is problems when you go up in the air.
Breathitt, Leicester County got plenty of time. They're kind of rushing everything a little the last 3 or 4 minutes. Plenty of time to.
And that's going to be on Neese, and that's going to be his 3rd. Hoskins showing a little bit of frustration for the Eagles. Howard, wide open three. Doesn't go, but there's Rojum, and he is fouled.
Yeah, Rojum fouled hard right there, and but he did such a good job on the offensive boards tonight, and you've talked about it, all season long. He is such a dynamic player. Doesn't always reflect it in the scorebook, but he does a lot of the little things for the Leslie County Eagles.
It determines a lot on the wins and the losses. His first one is up, and it's good. Give him 5. That foul was called on Danny Cayeton, and that's going to be his 3rd foul. And second one is no good, and Fugit comes down with it. Guinness pulls it up, turns and spins. It has nowhere to go, and it's blocked by Browning.
Yeah, good defense for the Leslie County Eagles.
It's through his legs, and it's stolen. No, it's not stolen. Rojum taking a deep breath here. Close to a 10-second call. Howard misses it. Rebound to Hoskins. Taken away.
Yeah, Fugit really playing hard right there and draws the foul. Yeah, both teams really getting after it.
Second foul on Browning.
Leslie County going to call timeout right here.
Full timeout, and we'll take a full timeout too. 43-34. Stay with us on Hometown 24.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Come right to the source and get the region's best basketball coverage. HT24 puts you right in the middle of the action, and it's free to watch on Facebook. Watch the state's most exciting basketball right here with HT24.
Welcome back after the timeout by Coach Noble, and 43-34, 6:35 to go. Been a very exciting basketball game.
Oh, yes, very much.
Thank you for all the Hometown 24 viewers, and hope you've enjoyed it. Nice atmosphere here at the Perry Athletic Center.
Yeah, both teams, the cheerleaders did an awesome job. Band sounded great.
Offensive rebound. Collins throws it up. Lewis with it, bringing it down.
No need to be in a big hurry.
Hoskins long three, doesn't go. Lewis, it's blocked. Rojum with it, goes up. Rojum, man, he is fouled.
Yeah, Rojum just so active, and we said his name so many times on those offensive rebounds and loose balls.
And that foul is going to be on Collins, and that's going to be Collins' 3rd. Rojum will go the line where he was 1 for 2. Misses the first one. Had been 14 of 18 on the season before that miss. Misses both. Rebound comes to Fugit, double teamed in the corner. He's got to get it out there, and he's going to have to call a timeout to save possession. And it's going to be a 30-second timeout, and timeouts are going to be on a premium here as we play this last 5 minutes and 50 seconds.
Well, Leslie County still plenty of time trailing by 9 points. And, and I feel like from about the 3-minute mark left in the third quarter, they've been really rushed on the offensive side, taking a few shots that were a little ill-advised. Early on, their success came from being patient, working the ball, trying to find the mismatch or the hole in that zone and take advantage of it. But right now, pressing just a little bit.
Well, and Hoskins probably, that's first time he's tried to get in a position to score and kind of rushed it a little bit. And you're exactly right, Jim. It's just going to take patience. You cannot get that 9-point deficit back in one possession.
No.
You've got to take that time. And I just look for Leslie County to try to pick it up on the defensive side a little bit.
Exactly. And that's where, a little hindered by foul trouble, but now at 5:50 to left, no one with 4 fouls. Am I correct? Except for Brashear.
Yeah, you can't take them home.
No. So
just like your timeouts, you got to use those as well. And as they come out, you're going to see the 2-2-1 by Leslie County, and Breathitt County's got to handle it well. They're going to put pressure on the ball. You got to come to the basketball, and Collins did, or it would have been a steal.
Yeah, when this guy gets the ball,
and he misses it, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds, and it will be Leslie County basketball. Coach Turner was inquiring. He thought it was off of Leslie County, but it will be Leslie County basketball.
So what does Leslie County need to do right here to get back in the game?
I still think you need to go through Hoskins, but it may not be Hoskins shooting the basketball. It may be him setting screens and doing other things, but Browning is yet to score, and there is a turnover as it tried to force it in the middle of that box and one, and it's going to be fought for. Hoskins goes to the floor, but McGinnis takes his legs out, and he's going to pick up the foul, and that's going to be his second.
Hoskins has had a well of a game, and even when the shots aren't going, he still plays with such energy.
And quickly after that, Brashear and Bell comes in. Gives it up. Rogem with a 3. Good.
Now Leslie going to incorporate him.
And here comes the press. Breathitt's got to be patient against that and work it from the half-court side. And Collins showing that senior leadership, pulls it back, and it's knocked away by Hoskins again. Got to protect it. Bale may have gotten away with one. Hoskins.
He had Hoskins initially on the break, but never could contain the ball enough to be able to make the forward pass.
43-37. Rogem thought about it real quickly after making that one.
He had
Hoskins being doubled. Steps through. And 5 players in that far left corner.
Yeah, it was
finally
really
Shear threw it off the foot of Breathitt County.
What's the timeout situation, Manus? Do you know right offhand?
I don't have and they're not up on the board here, and I have not been keeping them. I would venture a guess neither coach has a bunch of them.
Boy, about drug his foot right there as well.
And Rogem goes in, and it's going to be a blocking call on McGinnis, and that's going to be his 3rd, and that will send Rogem to the line, and therefore his 5th and 6th free throws.
Yeah, Rogem, he's played a well of a game. Got a chance right here to cut this thing to 4.
And he's forcing things to happen. And right now, he's just not finding it from the free throw line.
And, shot looks good. Rotation looked great on the ball.
Just like I said, he'd been 14 of 18 at 77.7%. And he misses another. So in this 4th quarter, he's 1 for 6, and that's not typical. And Bale picks up a foul right in front of the official, and that's going to be Bale's 5th. So that takes the starting point guard out of the basketball game, and Coach Noble looks, and he's going to go with Whitehead. Just the 2nd team foul so far for Leslie County. Breathitt County with 5, and thought he was going to the goal, and it was an overshoot, and Browning with the basketball. Browning's
going to go all the way,
and he is going to be fouled. And if that's on Collins, it is, and that's going to be Collins' 4th foul.
Yeah, they can ill afford him to come off the floor.
No way. And Browning Makes his first, 54% on the season.
First point of the night for Browning.
Yes.
And, he's second leading scorer on the team.
Yes, he is. Makes the second one. Draws within 4 at 43-39, and Collins got to be real careful with those 4 fouls. Rojan playing that hounding Velcro defense.
And doing a great job moving his feet.
And that's what you got to bring, a high post screen, and Collins throws it up. Brashear with a rebound. Hoskins with a basketball.
I look for Hoskins to go all the way.
Step, and he goes up, and he is fouled.
Hoskins does a good job that time. Little Euro step to get into the lane, up and draw the contact.
And that's going to be a foul on Fugit. Right now, the Eagles got to make those free throws when presented. Makes the first. He's got 20. Combs will come in for Fugit. Leslie County inching further along into that lead, and they go one more. 21.
Yeah, Breathitt County, just like Leslie, slow down a little bit and let the plays develop.
The pressure of Leslie County keeps inching them out further and further.
Okay, you look for a little drive at the basket right here and not settle for the jump shot.
Basketball is knocked away by Rojan. He dives for it, unable to get to it. Collins' left hand spins back, steps through, and he took 2 steps.
And, we've talked, this whole game has been a game of runs.
And this is one that
Leslie County clawed back in and kind of, I guess they've scored 7 unanswered right now.
After that, and that's going to be an over and back. That's an exact call. That is the right call. Official Fairchild right on that.
So Breathitt County dodges a bullet right there.
Could have the potential for Leslie County to tie or go ahead.
Yep.
And we've got a holding
will pick
foul.
up the foul on the hold right there.
And that's going to be 3 on him. And like you said earlier in the afternoon, it may be a battle of attrition as we get closer to the end. So we've already had Bell has been disqualified for Leslie County. Breathitt widening that offense out way beyond the NCAA NIA three-point line. Gives it up to McGinnis into the lane. It's knocked away and dives for it, but he cannot save it. And it will be Breathitt County basketball.
Both teams really getting after it. Brashear coming up so high. Look for Breathitt County to do that again and run something on the back door right there, because nobody within 5 feet of the basket that time as Leslie County pressures the basketball.
Kick out to McGinnis. Goes straight line, blocked that time by Browning. Leslie County can tie or go ahead with this possession. Browning thought he was going to fire, but Hoskins will. 3 for the lead. Doesn't go.
Strong.
And it's going to be out of bounds, and it'll be Breathitt County basketball, and we have Hoskins.
A little shook up there. I don't know if he turned an ankle or.
Yep. I did not see it. I turned away watching the flight of the basketball, but Coach Noble going over to check him out, and that will require him to be subbed out with 2:10 to go. He jumps up and looks like he did make a misstep, Jim.
Yeah, I think when he came down, he just came down a little funky on it.
Yep.
But he'll be fine. But he's like I said, he's got to come out of the game for a second.
Either has to come out or Coach Noble has to call a timeout, and he elects to bring Mitchell in for him. Probably just made a misstep. Breathitt County just right now just trying to hang on and not playing their usual up-tempo self. to be a foul on Whitehead, and that's going to be his fourth.
Oh, fourth.
And that is going to be the fourth team foul. And from the 1:59 mark, as Hoskins comes back in, both teams will shoot the bonus. It may be coming down to who can knock down the free throws. Breathitt County, a 68.5% team. Goes into McGinnis. Kicker, Burton, 3. Doesn't go.
Burton had a great look right there.
Combs will dribble it back up, and they'll set the offense.
Yeah, Breathitt in no hurry whatsoever. Look for a good shot right here for the Bobcats. Leslie County really extending that defense out.
Burton, no pressure on him so far, so there was no count. Straight through, up and under, misses it. Rebound comes down to McGinnis. He goes up, block. Fought for the rebound. It's going to be Burton comes out of there, and he is fouled.
Yeah, and that's 5.
If that was on Whitehead.
Yeah, that's 5.
Yep. And it is.
You know, Leslie County several chances to grab the rebound, but the ball gods just made it bounce in a funny direction, and Breathitt County's hustle persevered there on the offensive glass to draw the foul.
You know, we normally say that cliche 50-50 balls, but in that situation, it went to Breathitt County.
Yes, it did.
So Burton will go to the line. He is 3 of 4. Comes up short. Kind of pulled the string on that one. Unless you've been in this situation, you know the pressure that falls on your shoulders.
Yeah, beautiful shot right there.
Give him 7. Extends it to a 3-point lead as Rojum comes into the backcourt.
Yeah, trying to deny Hoskins the basketball right here as they're really face guarding him.
And anytime it comes off the screen, they are doubling the Hoskins. Browning is that person as he comes in and he puts it in.
Yeah, great take by Browning right there as Hoskins gets all the attention, allow him to slide to the baseline for the easy 2.
And Hoskins knocks it away, but Breathitt able to get it. Cannot be loose with a basketball right now.
1-point game, 47 seconds to go. Will Breathitt County be forced to foul? And Brashear picks his 5th up. Is that 5 on Brashear?
That is 5 on Brashear, and he will end with 6 points.
So the third player for Leslie County to foul out with 41 seconds to go.
Yep. Staff getting together to decide who to go with. And going to go with Mitchell as Collins will go to the line. And, you know, you play a little gamemanship here trying to freeze the
yeah, Coach Noble's been at this for a day or 2. He knows exactly what he's doing as he contemplates who to sub in.
And Collins will go to the line where he is 6 of 6.
Yeah, an excellent shooter, but still, even if he makes both, still a 1-possession game.
And it's key right here not to get an over-the-back foul as Collins is no rim on that one. Second one is up, and that one hits the rim, and it's not about it. And that's going to be a foul on Mitchell. And that will send Collins back to the line.
Boy, that's a big box out mistake as Breathitt County sneaks in for the offensive rebound. And now, with both these free throws, could turn it into a 2-possession game.
So he's going to shoot 2 more at 12 points. 2 critical ones here. And misses it. The Alice Lloyd player of the game will not be announced probably until the end.
That's right.
We're not sure. The game in doubt here is this will only set it up. Let's see on the box out. And he puts it in. So still a 1-possession game. 46-43 as we get to 36 seconds. And Browning will go to the floor, loses the basketball, and he is fouled. Combs by Hoskins. And Hoskins is going to pick up his third as Browning makes a misstep. And Coach Noble's going to call a 30-second timeout.
And now you look at 31 seconds to go. Of course, Breathitt County is going to make Leslie County foul them, come to the line, and, 2 more free throws. This game could be in jeopardy for the Leslie County Eagles.
Both teams, the possession arrow is going toward Breathitt County. Both teams will shoot free throws on any foul.
Leslie County has had, ample opportunity the last 2 or 3 possessions to take the lead or tie the game, and just miscue. Breathitt County's had a couple of chances to put it away at the free throw line.
Yep. And surprisingly, Collins. And, once again, it's a lot of pressure.
It is a lot of pressure.
Combs will go the line. He is a 57% free throw shooter. And, a lot of people, that's why they're against this rule of not the 1-and-1 and shooting 2. We've kind of grown accustomed to it over the last little bit.
And Leslie County really got a block out on this second shot as he knocks it down.
2-possession game now. Second one up, and it comes up short. Close to being an over-the-back foul. Breathitt's got to be careful.
They're going to try to get the ball to Hoskins.
Don't have to go for 3 here, but they do. Lewis, good!
Oh, my goodness.
They don't have any timeout, so they're up on the basketball. Got a foul, and they do. And the foul is going to be on Browning, on Combs.
11 seconds to go. Big free throws coming right here, Manus Blair. And you talked about pressure. It is becoming very magnified.
And Lewis, he didn't listen to me and says, I will knock that one down. Combs will go back to the line now. Breathitt's got to be careful about jumping and pushing in there and getting an over-the-back call. And that one's going to be off.
And Leslie County got to be really strong, block out, get possession of the ball. No timeouts for Leslie County, so they got to go.
And that one's going to roll. Doesn't go. And Browning will get to it. Goes to Hoskins, and it's stolen.
Wow.
McGinnis steals it on the sideline, and that's going to be on Hoskins, and that's going to be his 4th.
Well, great heads-up play by McGinnis right there. And it looked like Leslie County had everything in their favor right there. As the officials are going to discuss something right here.
And there may be, if there's any adjustment on the clock.
I think they had it pretty close when I was watching it up there, maybe 0.2 of a second at most.
And, we talked to official Brian Johnson about exactly that as McGinnis.
Boy, Breathitt County really had several opportunities to put this game away at the free throw line.
And each time you miss, the pressure intensifies even more so.
And we saw last night in the girls' game, Ava Napier go the length of the court in 5.5 seconds.
Here we go. Got 6 movements. And it's knocked away out of bounds. And it will stay with Leslie County. Coach Turner, I think, was thinking about a timeout, but he don't want to give.
No, I don't think so either.
Here we go. We got 4 movements on the 3.8. Gives it up to Browning. Browning has it. Lewis for the win. It doesn't go.
Oh, my goodness.
And Breathitt County will come out on top, 48-46.
Yeah, had a great look. Hated for that young man, but he hits the 3 before to give him an opportunity for that.
And you got to, whatever percentage, you got to take it. And Breathitt County will advance to the All-8 state tournament to play the winner of Pikeville and Martin County on January 20. 22nd at 1 p.m. That's a Thursday.
Wow, we have had two phenomenal, the last two games that we've had here have been absolutely phenomenal. The Hazard Breathitt and Breathitt Leslie. And I don't know if Breathitt could have anything left in their tank. I think that coach probably should give them the day off tomorrow.
Yeah. So we're going to say the Alice Lloyd College player of the game will be number 11, Peyton Collins. Once again, we congratulate Coach Turner and the Breathitt County Bobcats as they will advance down to the Owensboro Sports Center.
Really happy for those guys, and both teams left nothing. I mean, they left it all on the floor tonight.
Yeah, and you know, Coach Noble and his players, those really wanted to win, and you know, this is the first time since 2014 that both the girls and the boys made it to the finals. Unfortunately, neither one of them were able to come out on top. It's a hard struggle when you lose one like that.
It is.
So you just move on, and it's hard to move on. And
but you know what, man? Leslie County, you know, has had mixed success coming into this tournament, stringing together 2 wins, and then, you know, in the championship game. Now, I did say in the championship game, you know, just an inch from being the All-A 14th Region champion. So that gives John Noble something definitely to look at, look forward to. And all those kids, regardless the outcome is not what they wanted, it has to give them the confidence that they are improving and have a chance to make some noise down the road.
Yeah, and you know, and when you talk about confidence, what about these Breathitt County Bobcats who really have come on for Coach Turner, and you know, he's got a bunch of young players. Coach Noble, a mixture of young players as well. So, final thoughts here, but as they're getting ready to do the individual awards for Leslie County and the Breathitt County Bobcats.
Well, you know, such an energetic game to watch. And this whole tournament, we've had some great games to cover. You know, I'm tired. We've covered a lot of games this week, but to be able to have the chance to bring this to our viewers at home is incredible. And to get to watch the personalities of these kids as we watch them grow and see them, you know, dealing with success and defeat. It's a great maturation process for these kids, and I think both teams bright futures ahead. I'm very impressed with both of them, and you know, it didn't play out the way that I thought it would from the beginning, but wow, we were rewarded with some great games.
So we thank all of our viewers. We thank the Hometown 24 crew. I know they're worn out as well. Thanks to David Adams and Brian Johnson, who always gives us a razzing, but they are here for the kids as well as we are. Thank all the sponsors that make this happen. Thank to all you viewers that tune in to us and listen to our constant babble sometimes, but I hope you enjoy it. And our next game will be Tuesday night. We'll be having Letcher Central and Knott Central girls boys double header Tuesday night. So if you can't be there, tune in, and we'll announce the rest of the schedule coming up next week as well on Tuesday. And look for it on Facebook, as we always put it out there early so you can see it. And if you can't come to the game, as Jim always says, tune us in. With that being said, I hope you have a great Sunday. And with that, good day and good night, and God bless.